What's your name here, first of all? Dave Peltier. Where are you from, Dave? Terrace. All right. What kind of story are you going to be telling us? Surfing. Do you end it like this? Do you say hang loose? Okay, well, I'm sure it's good. Sorry.
For me, I think the closest I get to nature and everything is in the water. I do diving and surfing, and it's just one of the most spiritual things for me is to get in the water and feel it, feel the ocean. One time when I was in Taiwan surfing, I was at one of the beaches. It was pretty crowded. There was only maybe one other surfer, but a lot of people swimming in the shallows. And I was surfing and I was hearing groups of Taiwanese people. Everyone's all shouting in Chinese, so for me, I didn't understand what they were saying any better. And then I heard some other shouting, and then someone said, "Help him," or "Save him," something like that. And I turned around, and right by one of the river mouth, there was a group of guys that I had noticed earlier were playing like an inflatable boat. And I guess the boat had gone out too deep. One guy had fallen out because he couldn't swim. And I looked at the little inflatable boat. It was carried quite a ways down by the current. And so, it was just one of those things, you just start paddling with that board. And I was a fair distance away. So I finally got to him. He was barely conscious. He was still, sort of there. And I remember getting close to him, worried that if I grabbed him, he was just going to pull me, and he was going to start panicking. And so I just got off my surfboard, passed it to him, and he just hugged onto it. And the other surfer came in by then, and we towed him in and got him to his friends and everything. And then just carried on back surfing. And in Taiwan, it's strange, a lot of people there, they don't know how to swim, even though they're on an island and surrounded by water. So anyways, the next day I went out surfing to a different beach, and I did surfing all day. And then near the end of the day, I thought I saw something out in the water. And it looked like it was a hand moving up and down, and I'm thinking, oh, not again. And it was at the end of the day, I was so tired. So I started paddling as hard as I can to get out there. And you can see this thing, bobbing up and down. I thought it was his hand. And as I'm paddling out, I'm focused on this. I'm thinking about what happened the day before. I'm just really focused on it. And a fish, probably about that big, jumped out of the water, smacked me right in the face as I was paddling out. It hit me in the face and landed on my surfboard between my chest and the surfboard. It started flapping around. Now, I'm already in a really heightened sense of awareness and everything right now, and I just kind of freaked. I had no idea what was going on. It was just too fast. And I remember looking down, there's this fish just flopping around on my board, hitting me, slapping me in the chest. So I just kind of rolled off the surfboard, and then looked, saw the fish still on the surfboard. I tipped it over, and unfortunately I didn't have time to think. It was just like, oh my God, there's still someone out there. Like, what the heck was that? So I get back on the surfboard, keep going, and when I finally got close enough, it wasn't a hand. It was, I guess, a crab trap. It was a marker, and it was a homemade marker, so it was just like a piece of wood with some cloth, and it looked like a hand, bobbing up and down. So I had to paddle all the way back in, and I was just dead tired, and it was like, and then I got thinking back to that fish, and I was just like, oh, if I would have only been on the way back, I could have tried to keep him there and then bring him in, for dinner right there. So,